Everyone, welcome to this week's Friday Footnotes. I'm your host, Amy Foote. This week's topic, multiple offer situations and what do you do when you get in one? Well, imagine this scenario. You've gone out looking for houses for a few weeks. You see one online, it's been on the market for 6 months, probably overpriced. Maybe it is. But you decide to go look at it anyways, and you walk in and fall in love. It's your lucky day too, because they must be desperate for an offer. If they've been on the market for 6 months, you're going to get a deal on this one. So you sharpen your pencil, you write that contract, you write an earnest money check, and then your agent goes to present the offer. You go home that night and you can't even sleep because you're dreaming about what paint colors you're going to put on the wall and where you're going to put the furniture, only to wake up to the nightmare of your agent calling you to tell you there's another offer on the house. Maybe 2, maybe 10. So what do? Well, first, you really need to understand what you're up against in a multiple offer situation. Number 1, you have no idea what the other offers are. And number 2, nobody else has any idea what your offer is. So everybody's going to be out there putting their best foot forward. But think about this too. You know that the final sale price of that house is going to be a matter of public record. So even if you don't win it, you're going to find out what it was, and you don't want to say, I would have paid that. So what do we do to make our offer more attractive? Well, the first most obvious way to make your offer more attractive is to offer more money. Usually, the highest bidder is the winning bidder. Now, it's not perfect, but most of the time it is. And you have to stop and think about what that house is really worth to you. When I advise my clients in multiple offer situations, I'll tell them, give me a price that 1 penny over, you're okay with losing that house. Because remember, you will eventually find out what that house sold for, and the last thing I want to hear a client say is, I would have paid that. And no agent can tell you what that house is worth to you. But what else could you do to make your offer more attractive? Look at the other terms of the contract. Could you increase your earnest money? Could you maybe get rid of that closing cost credit that you really don't need? Maybe you could pay for that home warranty that you asked the seller to pay for. It's those little changes in the contract that'll mean a lot to the seller. But even with those, you better make sure that your financing is strong and spot on. Selling a home is usually pretty emotional for the seller, so tug on their heartstrings, write them a letter. Tell them how great that house is. Tell them how you love it and it would be perfect for your family. Tell them that it's obvious they've loved and cared for that house and you will do the same. You'd be shocked at how many people pay attention to those letters. I've even seen sellers pick buyers over other ones merely because they felt an emotional connection. The hot spring market is here, so if you see a house you love, don't hesitate. That house you saw and loved today was probably shown yesterday to somebody who's writing an offer today. Thanks so much and have a great Friday.